first, a new law that limits how much federal money the state can spend without legislative input is creating delays in funding for some state agencies.
Because of the law, the state's emergency commission, which approves departments' funding, tabled 2 requests from the Human Services Department because they would have exceeded the $50 million cap.
Reporter Maddie Biertempel is live at the state capitol to tell us more about today's meeting. Maddie, what happens with those millions of dollars in funding requests?
Hi, Brooke and Nicholas. Because of this new law, those requests will have to go to the whole legislature for a vote. But lawmakers adjourned in April. So that means the governor will either have to call a special session or the legislature will have to use up its 4 days left over from the regular session. Those millions of dollars in federal funding that the Human Services Department requested won't be spent until lawmakers come back here to the Capitol to decide.
A new state law limiting federal spending has prevented North Dakota's Emergency Commission from approving funding requested by the Human Services Department, leaving millions in limbo.
The federal funds that were approved in the last biennium, the current biennium, is about $1.3 billion. And again, that limit going forward would be $50 million.
The governor, secretary of state, and 4 legislators comprised the commission, which decided how to spend the roughly $1.3 billion that came from the CARES Act. That power to dole out huge sums of money caused legislators to call for more oversight, leading to the passage of Senate Bill 2290. It says the commission can't approve federal funding requests more than $50 million per biennium without calling a special session or having the entire legislature vote. Burgum vetoed that bill, but the legislature overrode it, and now the commission is confronting the consequences.
The constraints that we're seeing here, as always, and has been, I think, Senator Holmberg acknowledged publicly, there is always unintended consequences, and I think that we're seeing some of the issues of that coming today.
The $19 million DHS requested to fund Medicaid, foster care, and subsidize adoption services, as well as $31 million to fund home and community-based services, have been tabled. They'll likely have to be considered in a special session, which only the governor can call. DHS representatives who spoke said, fortunately, implementing those programs will take time anyway, so they're okay with delaying the funding until a special session votes. But Burgum says the law could spell trouble for future federal aid packages.
As the operators, the implementers of those budgets, sometimes flexibility and speed and nimbleness is what you need to be effective, particularly in these times when we've been dealing with emergencies or with federal program dollars, which are coming large and quickly.
The commission did act on 7 requests, including funding for a kindergarten readiness program.
The governor did not commit to calling a special session, so it's unclear when lawmakers will be back here to decide on this issue. But we do know that they will be back early November for redistricting. Brooke and Nicholas, back to you.
Maddie Biertempel at the state capitol. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Benny. A local nonprofit is looking